Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time when a woman realizes she is not ordinary, she is not weak, she is not helpless, and she is certainly not someone to be dismissed. She carries the weight of battles fought in silence, of wounds that never bled but cut the deepest. She has walked through fire not because she wanted to, but because life gave her no other choice. And yet here she stands, not broken, not defeated, but stronger than ever. There are signs, clear, undeniable signs, that set apart a truly strong woman. These signs are not written in history books, nor are they given as titles. They are earned in the battlefield of life, in moments when the world turned its back and she found the courage to stand alone. If you recognize these signs within yourself, then know this: you are not just surviving, you are thriving. A strong woman is resilient. Life may have knocked her down 100 times, but every time she gets back up. She doesn't let heartbreak, failure, or betrayal define her. She knows pain is a part of the journey, but suffering is a choice she refuses to make. She dusts herself off, wipes away the tears, and moves forward with even greater determination. People wonder how she does it, how she keeps going when others would have given up, but she doesn't wonder. She knows she was built for more. She knows that even in the darkest nights, the sun will rise again, and so will she. A strong woman does not beg for love, for attention, or for validation. She knows her worth. She knows that she is valuable, not because someone says so, but because she has proven it to herself. She refuses to settle for less than she deserves, even if it means standing alone. Some may call her stubborn, some may call her difficult, but she is neither. She simply understands that the wrong people will never give her what her soul truly needs. She does not chase love, she attracts it. She does not plead for respect, she commands it. A strong woman is independent. She does not wait for someone to come save her because she learned long ago that no one is coming. She is her own savior. She takes responsibility for her life, her choices, and her future. She earns her own money, she makes her own decisions, and she builds a life that is hers alone. She does not depend on anyone to complete her because she is already whole. And that kind of strength intimidates those who are weak, but it inspires those who are strong. A strong woman has walked through fire, but she has never lost her heart. She is kind, compassionate, and loving, not because the world has been kind to her, but because she refuses to let it harden her. She understands that true strength is not just about being tough, but also about being gentle when it matters. She lifts others up, she encourages, she supports. She knows what it's like to struggle, so she never looks down on those who are still finding their way. A strong woman does not waste time on things that drain her soul. She has no interest in petty drama, in meaningless arguments, in chasing people who don't appreciate her. She protects her peace, guards her energy, and chooses where she invests her time wisely. She understands that life is too short to entertain anything that does not add value to her journey. A strong woman has a fire inside her that cannot be put out. When she sets a goal, she pursues it with everything she has. She does not let obstacles stop her, she finds a way around them. She does not let rejection defeat her, she sees it as redirection. She knows that every setback is just a setup for a greater comeback. She does not dream small, she dreams big, and then she works for it. A strong woman is not afraid to walk away. If a job does not respect her, she leaves. If a relationship does not honor her, she walks away. If a friendship no longer aligns with who she is becoming, she lets it go. She does not cling to things that are breaking her. She understands that letting go is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of wisdom. A strong woman does not let fear control her. She faces it, challenges it, and conquers it. She knows that fear is just an illusion designed to keep her from becoming everything she was meant to be. She steps outside of her comfort zone. She takes risks. She chooses courage over comfort every single time. And finally, a strong woman knows that she is still a work in progress. She does not pretend to have all the answers, but she keeps learning, keeps growing, keeps evolving. She does not fear change, she embraces it. She understands that true strength is not about reaching perfection, but about continuously striving to be better than she was yesterday. If you see these signs in yourself, then stand tall. Do not apologize for your strength. Do not shrink yourself to make others comfortable, and do not let the world convince you that you are too much. You are not too much. You are exactly what this world needs. You are the example of resilience, of self-worth, of independence, of kindness, of determination. You are living proof that no matter what life throws your way, you will rise. And for those who doubt you, who try to bring you down, who cannot handle the fire inside you, let them go. You are not here to be small. You are here to shine, and shine you will. There is something remarkable about a strong woman. She is not someone who has never faced difficulties, nor is she someone who has never felt the weight of failure. On the contrary, she has been tested, broken, and pushed to her limits more times than she can count. But what makes her different, what makes her truly powerful, is her ability to rise every single time. Resilience is not something she was merely born with. It was forged in the fire of adversity, in the moments when she had no choice but to push forward. A strong woman does not let setbacks define her. She refuses to be labeled by her past, by her pain, or by the mistakes she has made along the way. She knows that falling is inevitable, but staying down is a choice she will never make. When the world tells her she cannot, she proves that she can. When life knocks her down, she gets back up. Not because it is easy, but because she refuses to let anything break her spirit. She has been through storms that would have destroyed others, but instead of crumbling, she learned to dance in the rain. She understands that setbacks are not the end of the road. They are simply detours leading her to something greater. A strong woman does not waste time feeling sorry for herself. She does not drown in self-pity, nor does she wait for someone to rescue her. She knows that she is her own savior, her own source of strength. When she falls, she does not sit in defeat. She rises with wisdom, with experience, and with a heart that is even stronger than before. She understands that pain is a teacher. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every failure has taught her something valuable. She has learned that resilience is not about avoiding pain, but about embracing it, learning from it, and using it to fuel her growth. She has seen doors close in her face. She has faced rejection. She has watched people walk away. But she never allows these moments to define her worth. Instead, she turns them into stepping stones. The strong woman is not afraid of failure because she knows failure is not a destination. It is just a part of the journey. She does not let the fear of falling keep her from chasing her dreams. She does not let the fear of rejection keep her from putting herself out there. She knows that every successful person, every accomplished individual has faced failure at some point. What sets her apart is her refusal to quit. She has had days when she wanted to give up, nights when she cried herself to sleep, moments when she questioned if she had the strength to keep going. But even in those moments, even when doubt whispered in her ear, she never let it win. She picked herself up. She reminded herself of who she was, and she kept moving forward. Her resilience is not loud or boastful. It is quiet, steady, and unwavering. It is in the way she keeps smiling despite the battles she fights. It is in the way she keeps showing up even when she is exhausted. It is in the way she refuses to let life break her, no matter how many times it tries. A strong woman does not seek validation from others. She does not need the world to tell her she is strong. She knows it in her bones. She carries the weight of her own struggles with grace, and she never allows herself to be defined by her weakest moments. She understands that life is not always fair. There will be days when nothing goes as planned, when people betray her trust, when opportunities slip through her fingers. But she does not waste time complaining. She does not dwell on what went wrong. Instead, she focuses on what she can control, her attitude, her mindset, her response. When life tells her no, she does not accept it as defeat. She sees it as a challenge. She does not wait for doors to open. She builds her own. She does not wait for permission to chase her dreams. She goes after them with everything she has. She knows that strength is not about pretending to be invincible. It is not about never feeling pain or never being vulnerable. Strength is about acknowledging the struggle but refusing to let it break you. It is about standing tall, even when you feel like falling apart. A strong woman does not let her past define her future. She does not allow old wounds to hold her back. She heals, she forgives, she lets go, and she moves forward with even greater determination. She understands that resilience is not just about surviving, it is about thriving. It is about taking every hardship and turning it into power. People may underestimate her. They may doubt her abilities, question her choices, and assume she will fail, but she does not waste time proving herself to others. She lets her success speak for itself. She knows that actions are louder than words, and she is too busy building her future to worry about the opinions of those who do not matter. She has been through storms, but she is not afraid of the rain. She has faced darkness, but she is not afraid of the night. She knows that every storm passes, and every sunrise brings a new beginning. A strong woman is not defined by the number of times she has fallen, but by the number of times she has risen. She is living proof that no matter how many times life tries to break you, you always have the power to rise again. So if you have ever faced hardship, if you have ever felt like giving up, if you have ever wondered if you have the strength to keep going, let this be your reminder. You are stronger than you think. You are more powerful than your pain. And no matter what life throws your way, you have the resilience to rise again and again. There is something undeniably powerful about a woman who knows her worth. She does not seek approval from others, nor does she measure her value by the opinions of those around her. She understands deep within her soul that she is enough, not because someone tells her so, but because she has proven it to herself. Her self-worth is unbreakable, unshakable, and beyond the reach of anyone who tries to diminish it. A strong woman does not allow the world to define her. She does not let society, relationships, or circumstances dictate her value. She has walked through moments of doubt, through seasons where people made her feel small, but she has risen beyond them. She has faced rejection, betrayal, and criticism, yet none of it has the power to shake her belief in herself. She refuses to shrink to fit into spaces that were never meant for her. She has learned that self-worth is not given, it is owned. It is not something that can be taken away by an unkind word, a failed relationship, or a lost opportunity. She understands that the way people treat her is not a reflection of her value, but a reflection of their own limitations. She refuses to let someone else's inability to appreciate her make her question her own greatness. A strong woman does not settle for less than she deserves. She does not cling to toxic relationships out of fear of being alone. She does not beg for love, attention, or validation. She walks away from situations that do not respect her, no matter how difficult it may be. She knows that the right people will recognize her worth without her having to prove it, and if someone fails to see it, she does not waste time convincing them. She simply moves on. She understands that boundaries are not just important, they are necessary. She does not allow others to drain her energy, manipulate her emotions, or take advantage of her kindness. She knows that setting boundaries is not selfish, it is an act of self-respect. She does not tolerate disrespect, dishonesty, or mistreatment. She demands the same level of respect that she gives to others. A strong woman is not defined by her past. She does not let past mistakes, failures, or hardships dictate her sense of self-worth. She understands that her value does not decrease because of a bad decision or a difficult season. She has grown, she has evolved, and she refuses to be judged by a past version of herself. She does not compare herself to others. She knows that her journey is unique, and she refuses to measure her success against someone else's timeline. She does not envy what others have because she is too focused on building her own life. She celebrates the success of others without feeling threatened because she knows that there is enough room for everyone to shine. A strong woman embraces her flaws, her imperfections, and her scars. She does not strive for perfection because she understands that real beauty lies in authenticity. She does not pretend to be someone she is not just to be accepted. She is unapologetically herself, and that is her greatest power. She knows that self-worth is not just about confidence. It is about how she carries herself, how she speaks to herself, and how she allows others to treat her. She practices self-love not because it is easy, but because she knows it is necessary. She does not wait for someone else to make her feel special. She already knows she is. A strong woman does not let rejection break her. When a door closes, she does not see it as a loss. She sees it as redirection. When someone does not appreciate her, she does not internalize it as a personal failure. She understands that she was simply not meant for that place or that person. She trusts that what is meant for her will never require her to beg, to lower her standards, or to compromise her self-respect. She understands that true love, whether in friendships, relationships, or family, should never come at the cost of her dignity. She does not hold on to people who make her feel unworthy. She lets go of anything that does not align with her value. She walks away not because she is heartless, but because she has learned that her heart deserves to be protected. A strong woman does not let failure define her. She knows that mistakes are a part of growth, that setbacks do not mean she is incapable, and that challenges only make her stronger. She does not let the fear of failing stop her from taking risks. She trusts in her ability to rise, no matter how many times she falls. She does not live for the approval of others. She does not dress, speak, or act a certain way just to please people. She does not change herself to fit into someone else's expectations. She lives authentically, boldly, and fearlessly. She is true to herself, and that is what makes her unstoppable. A strong woman understands that self-worth is not about arrogance or superiority. It is about knowing her value and refusing to accept anything less. It is about standing firm in her beliefs, refusing to be disrespected, and walking away from anything that does not serve her growth. She is not afraid to be alone because she knows that solitude is far better than being surrounded by people who do not appreciate her. She is not afraid to say no, to stand up for herself, to demand more because she knows she deserves it. And most importantly, she does not need anyone to tell her she is worthy, because she already knows she is. A strong woman walks through life with fearless independence. She does not wait for permission to live on her own terms, nor does she let society, relationships, or expectations dictate who she should be. She stands tall, makes her own decisions, and refuses to be controlled by others. Her independence is not just about financial stability or physical freedom. It is a mindset, a way of life, a declaration that she alone holds the power over her own destiny. She has learned that relying too much on others can be a dangerous thing. She has seen women lose themselves in relationships, sacrifice their dreams for approval, and give up their power in exchange for false security. But she refuses to walk that path. She understands that true security comes from within, not from a person, not from a paycheck, not from external validation, but from the unwavering belief that she can take care of herself. A strong woman does not fear standing alone. She does not feel the need to be constantly surrounded by people to feel complete. She does not stay in toxic friendships or unhealthy relationships just because she is afraid of being lonely. She would rather walk alone on the right path than be surrounded by those who do not respect or value her. She chooses quality over quantity, depth over superficial connections, and peace over chaos. She makes her own decisions and takes full responsibility for them. She does not need someone else to tell her what to do, how to think, or what is best for her. She listens, she considers, but in the end, she trusts her own intuition. She knows that she is capable of making the right choices for herself, and if she makes a mistake, she owns it. She does not blame others or make excuses. She learns, she grows, and she moves forward stronger than before. A strong woman does not seek approval before taking action. She does not hold herself back because she fears judgment or criticism. She knows that no matter what she does, there will always be people who have something to say. But she refuses to let that stop her. She does not live for applause. She does not shape her life around what others expect. She follows her own path, even if it means going against the grain, even if it means being misunderstood. Her independence is not about rejecting help or support. She knows that strength does not mean doing everything alone. It means having the wisdom to accept help when needed, but never depending on it. It means knowing that she is fully capable on her own, but welcoming love, friendship, and partnership from a place of choice, not necessity. She does not need someone to complete her. She is already whole. She does not fear change. She understands that life is unpredictable, that things do not always go as planned, but instead of clinging to comfort, she embraces the unknown. She does not stay in a situation that no longer serves her just because she is afraid of what comes next. She trusts herself to adapt, to survive, and to thrive, no matter what life throws her way. A strong woman does not let anyone control her emotions, her decisions, or her future. She does not allow manipulation, guilt, or pressure to dictate her actions. She stands firm in her beliefs, in her values, and in her dreams. She is not afraid to say no. She is not afraid to walk away. She is not afraid to demand respect. She knows that her voice matters, and she refuses to let it be silenced. She builds a life that is hers alone. She works for what she wants. She does not wait for someone to hand her opportunities. She creates them. She does not dream small. She dreams big, and then she makes those dreams a reality. She is not content with simply existing. She wants to live fully, boldly, and unapologetically. A strong woman does not let fear hold her back. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of making the wrong choice. None of these are stronger than her determination. She feels the fear, acknowledges it, and moves forward anyway. Because she knows that true freedom comes when you refuse to let fear control you. She stands tall. She owns her life. She is fearless in her independence, not because she has never faced challenges, but because she has conquered them. She is proof that a woman does not need to be rescued, does not need to be controlled, does not need to be defined by anyone else. She is her own hero, her own protector, her own guide, and she will never let anyone take that power away from her. A truly strong woman understands that strength is not just about being tough, independent, or resilient. It is also about the capacity to love deeply, to nurture selflessly, and to uplift those around her. Her strength is not measured by how hard she can be, but by how boundless her compassion is. She does not see kindness as a weakness, but as one of the greatest powers a person can possess. A strong woman knows the world can be harsh, but she chooses to be kind anyway. She has faced rejection, betrayal, and loss, yet she refuses to let those experiences turn her cold. She has been hurt, but she does not pass that pain on to others. Instead, she uses it to understand, to empathize, to support. She has every reason to be bitter, but she chooses love. She has every reason to shut people out, but she opens her heart. She does not judge others for their struggles. She understands that everyone is fighting battles they do not always speak about. She listens without interrupting. She offers support without expecting anything in return, and she gives without keeping score. She knows that lifting others up does not take anything away from her. It only makes her stronger. A strong woman is a source of comfort to those around her. She is the one people turn to when they need encouragement, when they feel lost, when they need to be reminded of their own strength. She has a way of making people believe in themselves because she sees the best in them. She does not tear others down to feel powerful. She lifts them up so they can rise alongside her. She is compassionate not because life has been easy for her, but because she knows what it feels like to struggle. She understands the weight of loneliness, the ache of heartbreak, and the sting of disappointment. And because she has been there, she refuses to let others feel alone in their battles. She extends her hand, she offers her shoulder, she gives her time. Not because she has to, but because she chooses to. A strong woman loves deeply, but she does not love foolishly. She is not naive. She does not allow her kindness to be exploited. She knows the difference between helping and enabling, between forgiving and forgetting, between giving chances and being taken for granted. Her heart is big, but it is also wise. She gives, but she also protects herself. She is nurturing, but not in a way that makes her weak. She does not sacrifice herself for others to the point of losing her own identity. She knows that in order to care for others, she must first take care of herself. She pours from a full cup, not an empty one. She does not let people drain her. She surrounds herself with those who appreciate and respect the love she gives. A strong woman understands that compassion is not just about being soft. It is about having the courage to care in a world that often rewards selfishness. It takes strength to be kind when others are cruel. It takes courage to be patient when others are quick to judge. It takes wisdom to respond with grace when the world expects bitterness. She does not let pride stand in the way of connection. She apologizes when she is wrong. She forgives even when it is difficult, as she seeks to understand rather than to be right. She does not let anger control her because she knows that love is always the more powerful force. She is strong because she knows that life is not just about personal success, but about making a difference. She is not content with just surviving. She wants to make the world better even in the smallest ways. She offers kindness even when it is not returned. She gives without expecting anything back, and she loves without conditions. A strong woman does not just fight battles, she heals wounds. She does not just stand tall, she helps others rise. She does not just chase her own dreams, she encourages others to chase theirs too. Her strength is not in how much she can endure alone, but in how much she can uplift those around her. And that is what makes her truly unstoppable. A strong woman is defined by many things: her resilience, her confidence, her kindness, but above all, she is defined by her unstoppable determination. No obstacle, no rejection, and no hardship can make her abandon her dreams. She does not back down in the face of adversity. She rises. She does not crumble under pressure. She thrives. She does not wait for the perfect moment. She creates it. She knows that life will not hand her success on a silver platter. She understands that dreams do not come true simply because she wants them to. She has to fight for them, work for them, and believe in them even when no one else does. And that is exactly what she does. She keeps going when others quit. She keeps pushing when the road gets tough. She keeps believing even when the odds are against her. A strong woman does not let failure stop her. She has failed before, more times than she can count. She has faced setbacks, disappointments, and losses that could have broken her. But instead of seeing failure as the end, she sees it as part of the journey. She understands that every great success story is filled with failures, and she refuses to let hers define her. She learns, she adapts, and she comes back stronger every time. She does not let rejection shake her confidence. She has heard no more times than she can remember. She has been told she is not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough, but she does not let those words become her truth. She knows that rejection is not a sign that she should give up. It is a sign that she should keep going. She refuses to let someone else's doubts become her limitations. A strong woman does not make excuses. She does not sit around complaining about how unfair life is or how difficult the road ahead seems. She does not wait for someone to save her or for circumstances to magically improve. She takes action. She takes control of her own life. She knows that success is not given, it is earned. She has had days when she wanted to give up, days when nothing seemed to be working, days when she questioned if she had the strength to keep going. But even in those moments, she never let doubt win. She picked herself up, wiped her tears, and kept moving forward. Because she knows that the only way to fail is to quit, and quitting is not an option. A strong woman is relentless. She does not slow down because things get hard. She does not let fear dictate her choices. She does not let obstacles discourage her. When the road is blocked, she finds another way. When people try to hold her back, she proves them wrong. When life knocks her down, she stands back up, stronger, wiser, and even more determined than before. She does not compare her journey to anyone else's. She knows that success is not about how fast she gets there, but about the fact that she never stops moving forward. She focuses on her own progress, celebrates her own victories, and stays committed to her own path. She is not in competition with anyone but herself. She understands that determination is not about waiting for motivation to strike, it is about discipline. She shows up even when she does not feel like it. She puts in the work even when no one is watching. She does what needs to be done, not because it is easy, but because she refuses to settle for anything less than the life she envisions. A strong woman does not let fear of failure keep her from taking risks. She knows that the greatest rewards come from stepping outside of her comfort zone. She does not wait for the perfect conditions. She moves forward despite the uncertainty. She trusts herself, she believes in her abilities, and she goes after what she wants with everything she has. People may doubt her, underestimate her, or try to stand in her way, but she does not waste time proving herself to others. She lets her success speak for itself. She keeps her head high, her focus sharp, and her heart set on her goals. A strong woman does not dream small, she dreams big. And more importantly, she turns those dreams into reality. No matter what life throws at her, no matter how many obstacles stand in her way, she will not stop. She will not settle. She will not give up, because she knows that the only thing standing between her and the life she wants is her own willingness to keep going. And she will, because she is unstoppable.